Hello and welcome to Monday Night with Anthony. Working title that I'm probably not going to keep. I just thought of it while I'm sitting here. I am sitting here in my office. I finished my work for the day and I thought I would just again do some testing with my live stream setup. I've got some things working in around here. I've got my Revv G120 fired up. And I'm just running through a bunch of things, and I thought, hey, I'm hanging out. If you wanted to ask me questions about the Revv, if you want to know things about the 2-notes cabs that I use, or how the 2-note stuff works with the Revv, because that's how, again, I play with the 2-note stuff a lot, or I use a load box a lot. So one of the things I do have that's configured up for me to use in this view is my ability to show you what's going on here with the 2-notes software. So you're like taking a live view right now into my iPad with a little picture of me in the corner. And on the blue channel of the Revv, I have sorry, I got distracted. I have this Revv 2x12 with an 87 and a 21. This is what I use on the blue channel. Works pretty well. I got a ton of other options that I could pull up, but one of the things that I do in my setup on the Revv is I use different cabinets for every channel. The more and more videos you watch on YouTube, the more and more I find. The more and more videos that I watch, and the more and more I toy with stuff, the more and more I realize the importance of that speaker cabinet and your quote-unquote recording chain, the cabinet, the microphone, everything that's there. So on the blue channel, I run this Revv cab. On the green channel, I use a mix of 2 IRs from ML Sound Lab, which is basically kind of like a Vox AC30. That's kind of the tone that I want on that green channel. I want that sort of broken tone, so there are two, these are the, a wide and AC, these are two mix IRs from that pack. And then as I go to the purple channel, I use Ken Susie's Recto cab from his 2-notes pack. But then for the red channel, I then use the official Mesa Recto cab with the 7 being a 421. I just think I get a different punch from that. And also, it's just fun to play with different stuff, and it gives me an excuse to show off kind of how I have these things set up differently. Now, as an example, I can change the cabinet on this, and you'll also can just hear again how much of the cabinet impacts that tone. Sorry, I grabbed the volume knob there. Let's just check it. And then that's the AC, that's the recto. This is the other recto. So let's just hear the difference between these two recto cabs on the same amp channel. Very punchy, but focused. And then let's go to I guess I have these out of order. So let's just do let's just check out the Revv cab with the 57 and the 121. The 2x12. Again, this is the tone I use for my clean tone. Again, super dark and kind of warm. I don't think many people really want that for their metal tone. I mean, just the difference in those cabs, I mean, opens up a whole new world of what these amps sound like. So, you know, if you don't have access to, you know, 2 or 3, you know, full cabinets in your house, if you're playing at home, the same type of application works on the G20 and D20 models. So, having these 2 notes cabs built into the amp to give you this kind of control, this is why, one of the reasons I say that this is, you know, the most important studio tool that I have right now. I mean, I can sit here at any hour of the day and get just about any tone I want out of this amp. You know, yes, the amp itself is expensive, but the features that are baked into this thing are awesome, and it sounds dope. So, like, you know, go back to the clean tones that I've got. Now, you're also going to notice I have all kinds of additional EQ controls and stuff that I have set up here. I'm going to overlay this enhancer and reverb because I'm not going to use those, but I have all kinds of control here in either the monitor of what I'm hearing, or if I want to change the EQ in post, and that's what actually, the in post is what you are hearing now. Let's say I want even more of that, you know, super high end. Or I want to chop some of that off. It does help if I turn it on, like if I'm going to show it off. So yeah, I mean, I've just got the Revv sitting here next to me. It's on silent output, so it doesn't have to be hooked up to a cab. It is right now, but I don't have the cab on. The silent output of what it's going out. So it just, amp's sitting here. It doesn't require a cabinet from a load perspective, and I could play this thing, and my wife could be asleep downstairs. Currently, she is working out, going to do her thing, and I am being lazy is the right word. I don't know. I played golf this weekend, and my ankle hurts, so therefore I am, taking a break or whatnot. So that is what I am doing. Again, for those of you tuned in, I see there's a couple of you out there. What questions do you have about this style of setup, the Revv amp in general? What can I answer for you as you're hanging out, or tell me why you're here today? Because we know you're not here to listen to me play shitty guitar riffs, but my tone is dope. All right, without any questions, what I'm going to do then is we're going to go back over to the purple channel. That is let's go ahead and pop back over to the iPad so you can see what's going on here. This is with the Susie Recto cab, but we're just going to compare the difference between, just how two cabs sound versus how two different amp channels sound. Now again, these are two different Mesa cabs, and yes, on this one speaker, I am using a 7B, but I'm going to change that. So again, that's a lot more in your face. But I really like that 7B, which has got a little more low into it. But we're going to put the 57 back on there just for apples to apples comparisons. Remind me to go fix that later. Alright, so that is the purple channel. Let's try the red channel. Like the Susie cab is just way brighter. And these are both supposed to be oversized recto cabs to the best of my knowledge. Let's go ahead and we'll go back to the Susie one. It could be a traditional cab in theory, but it says recto. So from here, we might be able to get more information about this. Let's check this out. Traditional rack cream. So this is, this is a Mesa 4x12 loaded with Celestian creambacks, which is going to be different than I am sure what the standard recto. I am sure this is loaded with V30s. It does not specifically state, but I am 99% sure that this is a V30 cab. So again, not only do we have a difference of cabs, we have a difference of speakers between these two things, which again gives me two very different sounds on the same channel. So if you are tuned in, what are and you use the 2-note stuff or you use IRs at all, what is your favorite IR? Leave me a comment, leave me a question so I can test that I can take comments and all kinds of shit over here. Like, let me test out my technology, bitches. Like, you know, I'll do this for you. Let me know what you're thinking. Hell, tell me about your Monday. Tell me about the best thing that happened to you today. Just leave me a comment, do something. My Monday was pretty freaking good. I've been getting my room redialed in. I pulled out some guitars that I hadn't played for a while, including the one I've got in my hands right now. So yeah, and I got gonna send an amp to a friend of mine that I've now decided to part with, and then got a new cool titties on the way. By titties, I mean Tiddies with Aristides. Single 3 straight single coils. That's going to be fun to have on the channel, have in my studio, have at home for me to use. I mean, these are fancy things that we say. I want to have it in my studio. Man, I don't have a studio. I have a dope man cave with guitars that I play. And again, if you're curious about what the Revv looks like, you know, I got the Revv camera on it. I'm working on a little different setup for the Revv as a whole. It's going to be, I need to get a little better lighting on it, amongst other things, which I'm getting charged up, so I've got to handle that business. But yeah, that's the camera number 2. That's the Sony a6400. And then my main cam is still my a7 III over here, hooked up to my Blackmagic switcher. Then I got the Strymon pedals in the loop over there. And if I want a super dry signal, I pull this up, and then we can bounce over into Logic, and I can begin to play with what kind of stuff I want to enable over here. So I got the Valhalla stuff ready to go. Alright, so again, since I'm killing time, we're going to go see what kind of presets we have inside of the Valhalla Space Modulator. What do I got? I got flangers, doublers, reverbs. Weird. I don't have any resonators. Let's see what this does. Okay, that qualifies as weird. A little flanger down. Chorus combos. Again, I don't know if the space modulator is free. It might be. I think it is, but I gotta say these Valhalla plugins are super dope for like $50 each. I went back from using the reverb and the delay to the supermassive, which is kind of all combined into one. I mean, these kind of tones just make me happy. I mean, I don't know. If you don't have fun playing that kind of stuff, again, you know, swap that over to the green. Give me a little edge of breakup. What else we got in here? What's a fake sequence? All right. It'd be cool if I had a ring modulator or whatever to do the whole, like, how do you do the champagne sound? How do you do the envelope filter? Ultra wide, but it's okay. What kind of flangers I got in here? Gypsy flanger, flanger around the world, contra flange. I was just seeing if I had the okay, hold on, what do we got for tight doubler? Let's turn off the reverb. A lot of jet whoosh going on in that doubler right there. I don't know if that's because I know Dimebag used to use a big doubler. I don't know if that was more his thing or whatever. But yeah, dude. So yeah, if I'm not getting any questions about what's going on here, I'm happy that my stream stuff is working pretty well. We seem to have a good technology night, which has been a little rare over the past however long. Where No sound? No sound, Anthony. That's weird. I have sound into loopback. I'm now super confused that I've had no sound this whole time. So if I've had no sound, now I'm really confused about what's going on in the world. So that's super bizarre. I now need to go and, I guess, troubleshoot that or figure out how long I've had no sound. It says I have sound into loopback. I guess it's possible within one of these scenes that I've turned off certain sounds. Nope, not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. So, in theory, I'm supposed to have sound. So, if I don't, I can now understand why no one was asking me questions or talking through my stuff. So, I guess I'm going to go sign off and troubleshoot this myself, because this makes absolutely... Because I definitely have sound coming in, and it says I have sound in loopback. If loopback is broken, then that makes me mad, or Ecamm's fucking up. So, all right, my apologies for everything in life, I suppose. So, if you do have sound and you are watching this, then have a wonderful evening, and I will see everybody very, very soon as we try to figure out what's going on. So, oh, and you got focused on my can of soda, which we do not want. All right, everybody, thanks and good night. I thought I had a good technology stream, but maybe not. So, cool. Later, everybody.